Man, I feel like more heat battles equals more of destruction. Well, not for this heat anyway. Anyways, welcome back to Hexbots Heat G, I believe. Yeah, Heat G. Today, we have several competitors competing. We've got Bite Force, Zealand's Rip Current, Vlad the Impaler, and Heartburst. Last time we saw Ohio Bird and Shadow make their way to the second round. But now, who will join them? For now, it's Bite Force from the United States versus Zealand's Rip Current from, you guessed it, New Zealand. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. Zealand's Rip Current and Bite Force up to speed. Oh, but there goes Zealand's Rip Current's bar. That just got flown away. Bite Force aiming to do some more damage. Zealand's Rip Current trying to do something. Well, I don't think they really got a choice. Oh, but they ripped one of the wedges off Bite Force, getting underneath of them. That's quite impressive.
I would say.
Bite Force just being ramped up. Zealand's Rip Current. One of them is going to be ending up with 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't make the rules. They do. Screw it. Anyways, Bite Force. Zealand's Rip Current. Trying to do something. Rip Current into the shelf. Bite Force pinning him up there. Is Zealand's Rip Current okay? Bite Force, they're getting him toward that shelf. It could end it here. But Bite Force continuing to shove Rip Current in there. I think they're stuck. Yeah, they're stuck together. Bite Force getting up at the shelf. Bite Force going right after Zealand's Rip Current.
Tempting.
Zealand's Rip Current continuing to attack Bite Force. Bite Force continuing to get underneath of him with that one wedgelet. That's surprisingly the only thing they could do. Zealand's Rip Current. I don't think they could do anything without that spinner. And Bite Force. They can probably secure this just from winning damage, aggression, and control. Because if it does go to the judges, I think they could easily give this to Bite Force. Because Zealand's Rip Current, well, it can't do anything. Zealand's Rip Current still trying to shove and away Bite Force, but Bite Force continuing to go back on the action. I think it's bent one of Rip Current's wedgelets. It's actually bent both of them. Impressive. Bite Force continuing to shove Zealand's Rip Current. I think they're trying to get him up on the shelf, but keep missing. And, well, I think it's pretty much going to go to the judges. I'm certain. And Rip Current showing a lot of control. Or Bite Force showing a lot of control. Zealand's Rip Current, they're not doing anything. They gotta capitalize. But again, they can't do anything. Bite Force staying ground to Zealand's Rip Current. They're both trying to attack Bite Force. Bite Force is stuck. But he gets free somehow. Zealand's Rip Current could have ended that fight there, but of course, Bite Force escapes. And now landing some more shots to the side of Rip Current. It's gonna be over, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision is, from the judges, Bite Force! Not a good way to start this heat with a judge's decision, but who gives a crap anyway. Next up, we have the very, very lightweight Heartburst as it takes on the old competitor of Vlad the Impaler. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. Vlad the Impaler, the first one out, and pushing Heartburst toward the back of the box. And Vlad, their forks are working. And they're getting underneath of, sorry, it's, Heartburst. Vlad the Impaler. Still getting to the backside of, Heartburst. It's literally just a robot with weaknesses everywhere. And Vlad, they're getting above on the shelf. Heartburst are on the shelf. They gotta get away from there. Vlad the Impaler resetting those forks. having some control problems. I don't know why they're going for a spin. And they get themselves stuck on the shelf. Heartburst, they gotta get away from that shelf. Otherwise, they're gonna be counted out. And Vlad the Impaler trying to do a death spin or something. Heartburst almost out of the shelf. Can they get away? Vlad... Have Vlad died? Heartburst, are Heartburst moving at all? Heartburst is moving! Vlad the Impaler is gonna get counted out! Oh, never mind. Never mind. They're moving. They're moving. But just barely. They're trying to put him back on the shelf. Saying, you just like toys, you better stay there. It's like the plot of Toy Story 3, if I'm honest. Vlad, continuing to go on the attack. Heartburst, they're moving, but I don't think Vlad the Impaler is either. Vlad, they're gonna get counted out if they don't move. Heartburst, trying to get out of there, and they do. Vlad, they're gonna get counted out. The what?
Cease. What the actual flip happened in that fight? Vlad the Impaler, they were winning that fight, and then they just blew out. They had control problems, yes. Heartburst, they got away from the pit, or the shelf. But why did Vlad the Impaler stop? Probably due to control issues. Bite Force takes on Heartburst. Zealand's Rip Current faces Vlad the Impaler. Hope they do better. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. A little movement from Zealand's Rip Current. Vlad, the first one out. I think Zealand's Rip Current has stopped. I don't know. Vlad is still moving. I don't think Zealand's Rip Current is. And they're being counted out. What is going on with them? Oh, well.
Cease. Okay, if I continue to say something more about Vlad the Impaler's reliability, I'm gonna flip out. It lost against Heartburst that could barely do anything, but yet won against a deadly robot in Zealand's Rip Current. I've gotten word from the team now that they can't face Heartburst in their next fight because apparently they have battery issues. So sadly, Zealand's Rip Current is gonna have to withdraw. But then who's gonna face Heartburst? We'll decide that. But next, Heartburst versus Bite Force. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. Bite Force up to speed immediately. And Heartburst, they're barely moving. But Bite Force doing some damage to the underbelly of Heartburst. Heartburst, this is what your just desserts get when you attack a fan favorite. And I think Heartburst have suddenly stopped as well. Bite Force wins.
Well, ironically, that was actually a bit better. Finally, Heartburst got his just deserves. Bite Force, they gained 5 points. Heartburst with 3. Vlad the Impaler with 3. Yes, 3. And Zealand's Rip Current, sadly, they withdrew early. So I guess Heartburst will just remain in that state. Unless if Vlad the Impaler could somehow win against Bite Force, even with just a judge's decision loss, he could still make it. Because Vlad and Heartburst are tied. So, I guess it's Bite Force versus Vlad the Impaler. This heat is quick, isn't it? 3, 2, 1, activate.
Let the bot battle begin. The final fight of Heat G. It's been a wild fight so far. Vlad the Impaler getting underneath of Bite Force to start. That's a strong start for them. Even if they do lose to a judge's decision, Vlad the Impaler can still make it to the round of 32. Unless if they can somehow win. But I doubt, because they're on the shelf. They're on the goddamn shelf. Bite Force, looking to capitalize, doing some damage to the front of Vlad the Impaler. Or, I'm at the sides. I don't know, I get my things confused nowadays. Bite Force, continuing to go on the attack. I think they're damaging the forks on Vlad the Impaler. Vlad backing away, getting its rear end stuck on Bite Force's front. Bite Force shoving it away. Vlad the Impaler doing something. Whoa! They managed to rip the top off of Bite Force using their forks. Impressive. But how will it fare against a 3-time Battlebots champion? I don't know. Vlad the Impaler still working its way around. It's still getting itself into a lot of damaging situations. Bite Force, they grab a hold of them. And there you see the front of Vlad the Impaler. Their forks are bent. Seriously, it looks like a bent fork. I don't know why I would ever say a bent fork, because I didn't see that. Unless if it's plastic. Anyways, Vlad the Impaler, I think they're trying to retreat out the box. But if so, you lose, my friend. You won't make it to the top 32. Well, unless if you do. Unless if you do. Vlad, trying to get away from Bite Force. Bite Force, I don't know what it can necessarily do. And it launches its own top panel out of the arena. Why would you do that? Bite Force, still showing it's got the lower ground. I think they're close to removing that top panel off of Vlad the Impaler. Again, this is a battle of old versus new. 1999 versus 2019, I guess. That's the last time we saw Bite Force. Kind of. Bite Force, still getting to the sides of Vlad the Impaler. Even if Vlad the Impaler does lose to a judge's decision, they could still make it to the round of 32 nonetheless. And Bite Force trying to dig in. They got a little hit there on the side of Vlad, but I don't think it really did anything. Vlad trying to back away. Bite Force getting that spitter up to speed. It really is bending the forks, but goes to a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have awarded a split decision win to Bite Force. Well, this has been the quickest heat battle we've had so far. Bite Force with 7 points, and Vlad the Impaler with 4 points. Doesn't look good for Vlad the Impaler. They could probably get a very, very low seed. Bite Force probably in the midsection. Zealand's Rip Current, they looked impressive for their heat battle against Bite Force. Sadly, you'll have to be withdrew. Heartburst, we absolutely despise her, and we still do now. Now next up, for Heat H, we have Fabulous Jeff, Blacksmith, Quicksilver 2, and Dark Matter. We'll see you next time.